All right. So to answer some of the questions that we had from the previous screencast, it's that no, there are no minimum what? There are no minimum dates or period for each level. In other words, if you want to park on the second floor, you can park, but I don't know why. Like, just imagine, I know that I've got an opportunity to take the elevator to the next level, and I heard that the rewards and the comfort at the next level are much better. Why will I want to camp down here? So, no, you are not given specific timelines to complete each level, but I'll want you to set specific timelines for you. So then the next question is, what if I'm a hard worker? How long can it take me to finish this? If you're a good hard worker, it can even take you a year. Like, we are talking about that extreme hard worker. If we're talking about gym, we are seeing you sweating every exercise. I come in the morning, probably you are there. I come in, I decide to go in the evening, you are there and you're sweating. That will be a 1 year kind of an exercise. So you are a hard worker, committed. It can be done. Or otherwise, you are more comfortable to do it in 18 months. So we see a little bit of sweat. That's good. There is quite a lot of consistency, even better. Right? Even better. 18 months, you could be done. But you are consistent. It's just you're juggling too many things. Don't put yourself under pressure. 2 years to complete this is still quite commendable. If really maybe you're considering this journey and you are a little bit more senior, it could be a little bit more demanding. I'll then say maybe add another 6 months there, 2.5 years, at least at most right there. And maybe this is taking into account that maybe some exam sitting you'll skip, not that you are failing, that some exam sitting you'll skip and say, no, you'll do next time, then the auditors are just on your case, or you change jobs. So I'm taking that into consideration. So give yourself 2.5 years. Let's call it at most. Reasonably speaking, rather. Yes, reasonably speaking. But what if you take longer? No worries. But I just want you to have a desire. Because the other thing that can complicate things is things change. I'm sure right now as we are doing these videos, you might have seen the new IFRS 18 coming up. So I always recommend get out from the education system as soon as possible. And just be in a CGMA, ACMA, or a chartered accountant, or both rather. So that's number one, around the timing. All right. Now, let's understand how the assessment structure looks like. So for each of these 9 blocks that we've spoken about, E1 through to F3, after you are done studying for them, you're going to be exposed to what they call objective tests. So objective tests, they, as the name suggests, have got an objective. They've got an objective. And depending on the level you're in, they are set to achieve specific objectives based on the kind of verbs that are used. And the next video will then just talk about then those verbs and what we call the exam blueprints, so that you understand how everything fits in. So these objective tests, for a lack of a better word, they're like MCQs. So wait. Now you are saying that I can do MENEC and I don't have to discuss. Yes, now that sounds interesting for those that are saying, oh, discussion. You can. So in objective test, there's no discuss. Imagine. there is no discussion, but what it means, on the contrary, is that there is a correct and an incorrect answer. So here there's no, I'll know my principle and survive. No, if you are to calculate an NPV, you need to be able to calculate it. If you are to remember the Hesberg, hygiene and motivation factors, you need to make them stick on into your head. What is the Berlin team role model? You need to know those things. What is the cost of capital? What is the correct revenue here? You need to know that. You need to therefore have those technical skills. So these objective tests, I said they are like MCQ, but they are not MCQs. Why? Because they are different questions that one goes through, that one has to master and get exposed to in this objective test. One, it could be fill in the missing word. One could be match the keywords and the definitions on the other side. One could be tick all the correct responses out of 5. One could be hot map, pick which one will represent a manager that has an attitude towards taking care of people and is desiring to complete tasks. Are they here or are they here from a managerial grid perspective? So some of those things will require you to hot map things and tick that this will be here, this will be here, this attitude will be here, and so on. So that is how the objective tests are structured. So that means in the qualification journey, there are 9 objective tests. 9. From E1 all the way to F3. So now can I shuffle them? Let's say I know I just want to study E pillar and I've decided that the E pillar is the one that is the most appropriate for me in terms of the timing. I want to learn it. Maybe it's part of my rotation. I'm rotating to corporate services. So I just want to get my enterprise pillar while I'm there because I'll be learning about strategy, how to manage people, how to manage projects. So I want to finish it. Can I decide so? No, you can't. Think about it as an elevator that only goes up. So in other words, you can't go up to from E1 to E2, then say I'm coming back to P1, the elevator doesn't go down. So it only goes up. The implication means you have to finish E1, P1, F1. But even that, imagine that after you finish them or you're in that hotel, you need a card. The card, you can still press, I want to go to management level. It doesn't light up. You need to tap that hotel card before it then allows you and recognize that you are ready to go to the next floor. So that card, then think about it as the case study exam. So each level, as we saw, is got a case study exam. So this case study exam, it now brings the learning together. Because remember, I said you are that professional that has got the skills in the 3 pillars. So we have to see you demonstrating that. So this case study exam now brings all those together. So the concept in E1, P1, and F1 are then assessed together in an integrated case study. And then, after you pass, they give you that key, which is your CIMA Deep MA. Click it, the elevator goes up, never to come down again. So there's nothing that you can do at management that will bring you down. There's no that, what if I fail 10 times? What if I fail this and so on? No. Here, once you go up, you've gone up, you can throw away the card. Then, same thing, come to management, complete the objective test for E2, P2, F2, and then the management case study, get the card, then move up. Same process. So by the time you're done, you will have set for the 12 assessments. So now let's talk about the detail, the admin behind it. When do you sit for it? How do you sit for it? Because we now know which you need to sit for, but how do you do it? Let's talk about that.